Have you ever felt the sting of being overlooked, despite pouring your heart into someone? It's as if your feelings, your very essence, hold no value. How many times in your life have you found yourself being treated as an option instead of a priority? But what if I told you that in this very video you could discover how to reverse this situation completely? What if you could make people compete for your attention, to the point where they can't imagine their lives without you? From now on, your life and happiness are too precious to be wasted on those who fail to recognize your worth. Today I'm going to share 10 powerful principles that can transform you into a magnetic presence, someone everyone will want to be around. Prepare yourself for a revolution in your relationships and learn how to become an irresistible force, one that no one can ignore. But before we dive in, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to the channel. Activate notifications so you won't miss any of our upcoming teachings. Let's get started. Rule number 1. Make people feel they could lose you forever. Imagine this. In Buddhist philosophy, there is a deep reverence for value and impermanence. People rarely appreciate what is always available, no matter how precious it is. But introduce the fear of loss, and suddenly, they begin to recognize the true worth of what they have. Now picture yourself as someone whose absence would leave an enormous void, a space no one else could fill. You are not an option. You are a necessity. In Buddhism, we learn that true value comes from within, and you owe it to yourself and others to show that your world doesn't revolve solely around them. You are independent, self-assured, and complete, capable of leading a fulfilling life regardless of their presence. And here's the secret. Confidence and self-sufficiency are like magnets. People are naturally drawn to someone who exudes these qualities, someone whose life feels like an exciting adventure, with or without them. When others realize that you are not just another person craving their attention, but rather a force they cannot forget, everything changes. In Buddhism, as in life, the goal is not to chase love or beg for attention. It's to inspire others to chase you. Let them feel the weight of your absence, let them experience the fear of losing you, and in doing so they will come to value you far more than they ever did before. You are the master of your life, not a player in someone else's game. Your presence is a gift, and they must earn the right to be a part of your world. Be like a wise, self-assured sage, grounded in inner strength. Let them see that they cannot afford to lose you. Rule number 2. Don't be available for every call. In the philosophy of Zen, the value of life and time is deeply revered. The most precious things in the world are not readily available at all times, in all places. And neither should you be. Your time, your energy, these are valuable resources, and they must be treated as such. Picture this. You're not someone who's always waiting for others, whose life revolves around their schedules. No, you have your own world, your own plans, and they are fortunate to be a part of it. In Buddhism, we learn that every moment is precious and should be lived to its fullest. Your presence, your time. These are gifts, not guarantees. So how do you make this shift? By finding balance. Don't be the person who is always available, always waiting for that message or call. Show them that your time and attention are precious commodities, things that must be earned. When people realize that you're not sitting around waiting for them, it will spark something inside them. Curiosity, desire. They will want to know more about the life you're leading without them. In the Buddhist teaching of detachment, we learn that it's essential not only to detach from material possessions, but also from the need to respond to every call, every demand for attention. You are not bound to be available at all times. Your life is full, rich, and vibrant on its own. This creates space for a deeper understanding of oneself and the cultivation of inner harmony. When you are not constantly available, you evoke a sense of longing and respect in others. They start to realize that your life is not centered around them, that you have your own priorities and commitments. Always being available tells people they can have you whenever they want. But here's the truth. You are not ordinary. You are someone worth striving for, someone whose time and attention is a privilege, not a given. It's not about playing hard to get or pretending to be distant. It's about living a life that you genuinely enjoy, with or without them. Your value as a person lies in your inner harmony and self-confidence, qualities that are naturally magnetic and irresistibly attractive. When you're not always at their beck and call, they will start to appreciate the quality of the moments they do share with you and understand your true worth. Your availability should be a gift, a rare opportunity, not something they take for granted. By creating this space, you foster more mindful and respectful relationships that enrich not only your life, but also the lives of those around you. Rule number 3. Don't reveal everything. Embrace mystery. In the wisdom of Buddhism, there is a profound understanding that balance is key, especially when it comes to openness and mystery. Imagine yourself as a tranquil lake nestled high in the mountains. From the surface, it might seem serene and simple, but beneath those calm waters lies a deep, hidden world, teeming with life and mysteries waiting to be discovered. Only those who are patient and dedicated will invest the time needed to uncover what lies beneath. People are naturally drawn to mystery, much like moths are drawn to moonlight. In the practice of Buddhist contemplation, it's not about showing all your cards right away. It's about gradually revealing your inner self, your thoughts, your dreams, your experiences. One piece at a time, like a wise monk sharing secrets of the universe with an eager student. Each revelation is a chapter in the book of you, a story worth reading but requiring patience and commitment to fully appreciate. Mystery awakens curiosity and attraction. When others can't predict your every move, they become more engaged, more eager to learn about the person behind the mystery. You're not an open book with every detail laid bare. You are an intricate, fascinating story, and people must work to truly know and understand you. Like a teacher who offers lessons bit by bit, let your inner world unfold slowly. Just as Buddhist practitioners seek to uncover the hidden truths of life, so too will others want to uncover the layers of your complexity. Rule number 4. Be valuable, and allow others to invest in you. In Buddhist philosophy, awareness of one's own value is fundamental. Every being is seen as possessing intrinsic worth, much like a precious gem hidden within. You are that gem, valuable not because you are easily found or accessible, but because you inspire others to invest their time and energy to truly discover your worth. Think of yourself as the metaphorical pearl in the shell that the Buddha spoke of. Your worth isn't in being available to everyone. It's in being someone worth seeking, someone whose value requires patience and dedication to uncover. When others invest their time, effort, and emotions into you, they strengthen the bond between you, just as a Buddhist meditator strengthens their connection to wisdom and peace through consistent practice. By allowing others to invest in you, you create a relationship of mutual respect. You become more than just a fleeting presence. You become someone who enriches their life, someone worth dedicating time and attention to. You are not here to beg for affection or attention. You are here to demonstrate your inner value and let others appreciate your worth. Like the Buddhist principle of interdependence suggests, your presence can enrich others' lives, but they too must strive to understand and value it. Give them the space and opportunity to invest in you. In doing so, you form deeper, more meaningful connections, ones that are built on a foundation of effort and understanding. Just as in the pursuit of enlightenment, they will cherish the journey of getting to know you. Rule number 5. Treat your own needs as a priority. In Buddhist philosophy, one of the fundamental practices is learning to cultivate self-respect and care for your own well-being. The foundation of this belief is rooted in the understanding that every being has inherent value and dignity which must be nurtured and protected. Buddhism teaches us that true compassion begins within ourselves. If we are unable to care for our own needs, we will never be able to truly care for others. Picture yourself as a strong, deeply rooted tree, offering fruit and shade to the world. In order for the tree to flourish, it must first take care of its roots. You are that tree. By recognizing and honoring your value, you take care of your own needs, ensuring that you do not compromise your happiness or self-esteem. The Buddha taught that every person is worthy of respect, and that includes you. Treat yourself with the same care and attention you would extend to someone you deeply love. Through meditation and self-awareness, key practices in Buddhism, we learn to recognize and honor our own needs. Prioritizing your well-being is not an act of selfishness, but rather the creation of a strong foundation for healthy, respectful relationships. Whether it's in romantic or platonic relationships, mutual respect is essential. By refusing to settle for anything less than you deserve, you are expressing profound self-care, embodying the essence of Buddhist practice in loving kindness and compassion. Prioritizing your own needs doesn't mean disregarding others. It is about maintaining your dignity and emotional well-being. This sends a powerful message to others that your feelings and needs matter. Buddhism teaches the concept of the middle way, which advocates balance, not falling into extremes of selfishness, nor sacrificing yourself entirely. You should never allow anyone to belittle your emotions or question your worth. You are equal in every relationship, and your needs are just as important as anyone else's. Remember, you are not here to be a doormat for others, or to constantly seek their approval. You are here to experience healthy, balanced relationships that stem from a place of deep self-respect. By standing up for yourself, you radiate a genuine tranquility and inner strength that is not only attractive, but also deeply captivating. Rule number 6. Don't make them the center of your life. A fundamental teaching in Buddhism is the importance of maintaining balance and avoiding attachment. Attachment often leads to suffering, and one way to avoid this is by not making someone the focal point of your existence. People are drawn to independence, to the things they cannot possess completely, and this rule helps cultivate a sense of allure in your relationships. Imagine yourself as a shining star in the vast night sky. You emit your own light, your own energy, and you don't revolve around anyone else. You have your own unique orbit, your own life filled with passions, dreams, and individual pursuits. In Buddhism, there is a concept called Indra's net, where each pearl in the net reflects every other pearl, symbolizing both interdependence and the uniqueness of every being. You are one of those pearls, valuable and independent, reflecting your own light and beauty. So how can you apply this to your life? Avoid centering your world around someone else. You are not here to lose your identity in another person. You are here to live fully, to enrich your own life while contributing something unique to others. You have your own passions and individuality, and that's what makes you special. Buddhism encourages the practice of meditation and contemplation to cultivate a deeper understanding of yourself. By focusing on your internal balance and self-awareness, you create an air of mystery and intrigue. People will naturally become curious about your life, your thoughts, and what makes you tick. Your independent spirit will attract them because it is a refreshing reminder of the strength that comes from within. Living a life outside of a relationship allows you to continue evolving, growing, and bringing new excitement and adventure into your interactions. This principle reminds you that you are already complete. Your presence in someone's life is a valuable addition, not something to fill a void. Just as the Buddha taught that each of us possesses an inner light and wisdom that we must nurture, you too must preserve your unique light. Your independence makes you not only more attractive, but also more capable of building healthy, fulfilling relationships that are grounded in respect and mutual growth. Rule 7. Stop always inviting conversations. In Buddhist philosophy, balance and harmonious coexistence are essential for maintaining healthy relationships. This rule is about finding the right balance in communication, rather than always being the one to initiate. It reflects the teachings of mindfulness and mutual respect, encouraging us to give others the opportunity to take initiative. Picture yourself as a lighthouse standing tall and steady, shining your light across the sea. You do not chase ships, but rather radiate your presence, guiding those who need your light toward you. In the same way, don't be the ship that is constantly seeking light. In Buddhism, there is a concept called zazen, or seated meditation, where the practitioner remains calm, allowing the world and external influences to come to them naturally. This is the essence of this rule. Be present, accessible, but don't always be the one striving to engage. How do you apply Rule 7 in your life? Instead of always being the first to reach out, allow the other person to take initiative from time to time. This small shift not only shows that you have your own life and interests, but it also helps you gauge the other person's level of interest and effort. In Buddhism, the concept of the middle way promotes avoiding extremes, whether it's over-attachment or total detachment. This same balance applies to communication. If you're always the initiator, It might unintentionally send the message that you're always available and willing to put in all the effort. This isn't about playing games. It's about maintaining balance and fostering mutual respect. Mindfulness teaches us to be aware of our actions and their effects on ourselves and others. By occasionally stepping back and allowing others to approach you, you give them space to appreciate your presence and recognize your value. This subtle shift reminds them that you are not just an option, but someone who deserves effort and attention. Buddhism emphasizes interdependence in relationships, meaning that a healthy relationship is built on mutual effort. You are not here to chase love or friendship. You are here to build relationships based on mutual respect and balance. By finding this equilibrium in communication, you create an environment where both parties are equally invested, promoting a healthier and more sustainable relationship. Like a Buddhist beacon of mindfulness, you radiate calm and strength, drawing others to you not through effort, but through the natural beauty of your being and the authenticity of your presence. Rule 8. Create your own happiness. In Buddhist philosophy, one of the central teachings is that happiness comes from within and is not dependent on external circumstances. Rule 8 revolves around the idea that happiness begins with yourself. It involves cultivating self-assurance, contentment, and independence, qualities that naturally make you more attractive to others. Imagine yourself as a radiant sun, shining your light warmly across the world. Your happiness, like the sun's light, does not rely on the presence or actions of others. You shine on your own, and people are drawn to your warmth and positivity. In Buddhism, there is the concept of shining from within, symbolizing inner wisdom and self-illumination. How can you apply Rule 8 in practice? Don't rely on anyone else for your happiness. Create your own happiness. Buddhism teaches that true happiness comes from inner peace and harmony, and practices like meditation, contemplation, and mindfulness help us achieve this state of balance. When you cultivate this inner peace, you develop a sense of self-confidence and autonomy that is magnetic. People are naturally drawn to those who radiate positivity and self-assurance. When you are content and satisfied with your own life, you become a source of light and inspiration that others want to be around. By creating your own happiness, you communicate that you are not seeking fulfillment from others, but instead, you are a complete and joyful person on your own. This approach is attractive because it removes the burden of responsibility for your happiness from others. In Buddhist philosophy, the practice of self-acceptance and understanding our own nature is fundamental. When you are happy with yourself, you are able to share that happiness, leading to more authentic and fulfilling relationships. Remember, you are not here to find happiness in another person. You are here to share your happiness and enrich both your life and theirs. By following Rule 8, you become an irresistible presence, radiating positivity and confidence that attracts others. Much like the sun draws life and warmth to everything it touches. Just as the Buddha achieved enlightenment under the Bodhi tree, finding inner peace through meditation, you too can cultivate personal happiness that not only brings joy to your life, but also illuminates the lives of those around you. Rule 9. Be willing to walk away. In Buddhist philosophy, the acceptance of impermanence is key to understanding that all things, including relationships, are temporary. Nothing lasts forever, and recognizing when it's time to let go is a sign of wisdom and strength. Rule 9 is about having the courage to walk away from relationships that do not bring positivity, fulfillment, or respect into your life. Imagine you are like a tree. As you grow, sometimes branches need to be pruned to allow the tree to thrive. Walking away from a relationship that no longer nourishes you is a form of self-care. In doing so, you create space for new opportunities and relationships that value and respect your presence. This act of walking away sends a powerful message. You do not settle for less than you deserve, and your self-respect is non-negotiable. Buddhism teaches that mindfulness and introspection allow us to recognize when a relationship has become harmful or toxic. Through self-awareness, you gain the clarity to understand when a relationship diminishes your happiness, self-esteem, or sense of peace. You are not here to desperately cling to something that no longer serves your well-being. Instead, you must be willing to release it, just as the Buddha taught us to let go of attachments in order to find peace. Here's how to apply Rule 9 in your life. Set clear boundaries and standards for how you expect to be treated in a relationship. In Buddhism, this aligns with the concept of sila, moral principles that guide us to create healthy, harmonious relationships. If someone consistently fails to meet these standards, you must have the strength to walk away, no matter how strong your feelings for that person may be. Walking away doesn't mean being insensitive. It means protecting yourself. It's an act of self-respect, showing that you will not compromise your well-being for someone who does not value you. In Buddhism, self-compassion is just as important as compassion for others. By leaving an unfulfilling relationship, you allow yourself and the other person to reflect on the situation, and it may lead them to realize the seriousness of their actions. Remember, you are not here to cling to relationships that do not serve your happiness and self-esteem. You are here to experience healthy, mutually respectful connections, and sometimes that means being strong enough to let go. Rule 10. Don't get emotionally attached. Buddhism places great importance on detachment, which is a fundamental step toward inner peace. Rule 10 reminds us not to become overly emotionally attached to others, even while striving to be a priority in someone's life. Emotional balance is key in maintaining healthy, harmonious relationships. This rule teaches us to express emotions without letting them overwhelm us or dominate the situation. Imagine yourself as a compass, guiding you through emotions with grace and confidence. Just as a compass stays steady, pointing to true north, your emotional balance creates a sense of calm and stability that makes it easier for others to prioritize you in their lives. In Buddhism, achieving inner calm is essential for harmonious relationships. When we maintain emotional peace, we foster understanding and balance with others. Here's how to apply Rule 10. Find a balance between expressing your emotions and maintaining composure. In Buddhism, the practice of meditation and mindfulness allows us to observe our emotions without being controlled by them. This doesn't mean ignoring your feelings, but rather recognizing them and expressing them wisely. Although emotions are natural and important, being overly emotional can sometimes overshadow your true value. By maintaining emotional balance, you allow others to see your authentic self and understand your needs without creating unnecessary drama. Emotional intelligence is attractive because it shows self-control and wisdom, making it easier for others to connect with you on a deeper level. By practicing this emotional equilibrium, you cultivate relationships where understanding and mutual respect thrive. The Buddhist approach to emotions invites us to express ourselves with compassion, leading to greater harmony and connection. Remember, you are not suppressing your emotions. You are expressing them in a way that encourages understanding. By following Rule 10, you communicate your needs clearly and calmly, making it easier for others to recognize your value and prioritize you in their lives. In Buddhism, balance is one of the 4 infinite qualities that lead to harmony and peace. Practicing emotional balance helps create healthier, more fulfilling relationships. Conclusion. In our journey today, we've explored 10 rules inspired by Buddhist wisdom that guide us to become a magnetic presence in the lives of others. By cultivating self-respect, emotional balance, and a strong sense of independence, you become someone others naturally want to prioritize. Just as life is fleeting, like a lotus flower drifting on the water's surface, we learn to live in harmony with ourselves and others. Creating your own happiness and maintaining emotional balance are key to finding true satisfaction in life. Being willing to walk away from relationships that do not honor your worth is a powerful reminder of the importance of self-respect and independence. In life, as in Buddhism, it's not about seeking external approval, but about creating balanced and mutually respectful relationships. By following these rules, you become a person of great value, someone others naturally want in their lives. If someone treats you like an option, you have the power to let go with love. Your worth is unquestionable, and your place in this world is unique. You deserve to be surrounded by people who respect and prioritize your value. Be like a tranquil monk, radiating inner light that draws respect and admiration from those around you. Now it's time to reflect. Which of these rules can you apply today to become the best version of yourself? Share your thoughts in the comments below. If you've made it to the end of this journey, write in the comments, "I consciously walk through my life," Don't forget to share this video with friends or family so they too can learn these valuable lessons. And remember to like, subscribe, and activate notifications so you don't miss out on our daily teachings. Until next time, dear friends.